All right, welcome to the week, everyone. The week of August 15th, 2022 for our weekly soul guidance reading to bloom. All right, Angela.
I dropped a card, sorry.
No worries.
Okay, so the opening card, the topic we're going to work through or acknowledge this week is grief. And this is from my chakra deck, and it's a heart chakra card. So this is the pain, the loss, the heartache that we feel. The next card of guidance is clinging to the past. So we're going to talk first about how not to address this grief, right? Is to grip and hang on to it so tightly that there's no space for it to move within us, and really no chance for it to process through and out of our system. Clinging to it keeps it there, and it helps it to kind of grow and fester. And then ultimately, what do we have? Exhaustion. So we want to sort of bypass that path, bypass that process, and start fresh. And what we got was from that fourth chakra, I got a first chakra card, which is kind of starting over, get to the root of things, be in full acceptance of what is, allow for those feelings to be there, and yet be present in this very moment as well. So it's kind of both. There's a clearing here, a clearing vibe here of, okay, let me see where I'm at. Let's re-embody into our system, get grounded, get centered. Remember that thing that's on our heart from the past is not what's real right now. And then once we're grounded, I pulled receptivity, stay open to what comes, stay open to what's present around you, and stay open to little signs that might come. Like if, you interact with a person that may have similar experiences with grief or whatever, and then to sort of, interact with that person and maybe get some encouragement on how to let it proceed. I go with the flow after the receptivity card. So this is really just letting the energy move you, whatever that is, whatever the energies are present in your day, letting them move you. And then from two different decks, I pulled transformation. So this is a powerful reminder to us that in order to move and shift and transform those feelings, the key is we don't need to focus so hard on the feelings or on the occurrence or what it was that brought us here. It's acknowledging I have sadness, I feel loss, and also at the same time with this balancing act, being in this very moment so that you have a foundation from which to move forward. And then at the end, I got celebration, dance, and rinse and repeat. Probably, because this is a process, right? It's not like dance, we're over. Dance, I made it through. I'm celebrating this phase of my healing, and then be ready for more present moment awareness as other stuff arises.
Yeah, the cycle of healing. We go through cycles in our journeys, right? So the cycle of healing, right? Beautiful. Absolutely. So let's pause to take in this part of the reading, and then we'll come back and do the closing and set the intention. So just take a moment to allow the energy from the reading to settle into the nervous system. Just be with the reading and pause to feel into what you see for yourself in this reading. And allowing sacred space for grief to be felt and moved through intentionally. So it is. Let's do the closing piece.
Okay, so and we had pulled another set of cards. As we begin this process of reminding ourselves to create more present body, present moment awareness, we, it rises again to our minds. Our minds are what tricks us into thinking something's wrong or something's bad. the presence reminds us that all is well in this moment. And when our minds creep up again, oh, now, I feel better. So now what, right? Now, let me try to fix this again. Let me try to fix this. And what this reminds us is it takes patience. It takes acknowledging that the universe's timing is really all that we have to rely on, and we must trust it. And like it shows the cycle of the moon, and no one really ever says that the full moon, we just passed one, but no one ever says, oh, it needs to come again in a week, right? We know it will be here again in another 4 weeks. And just trusting that as things unfold, we progress. I got sleep and slow down. This is kind of taking tender moments for ourselves to and literal sleep too helps us to process some of our feelings. And then I got submerged, iceberg. And this is the reminder that, like we said before, it's a cycle, and there's much more to it than meets the eye, right? At all times. And even our power to heal is sometimes veiled from us. Like sometimes we don't realize the power that we have to heal, and that could be below the surface. So this patience and allowing energy is important, to let some of that stuff come up. Another extra layer of grief, but also another extra layer of our self-empowerment to know we have this, right? Let it all keep rising on its own, in its own time. I pulled vulnerability, which is reminding us to be with that shakiness, be with the sadness. When we get a wave of sadness or suffer a loss, it's not just, oh, I'm just going to cry my eyes out and then it's over, right? We know it comes in waves. Like Maria just said, it's cyclical. And allowing for these stages of feeling the vulnerability and then being in the present moment, being able to realize, those feelings and those thoughts are not what's real right now. This is what's real right now, right? I'm petting my cat, or I'm looking at the trees, and this is what's real right now. And it's really a series of going back and forth between the two. Then within you start to feel the movement. Allowing the vulnerability allows the space for your heart to heal and for the feelings to move within you. And then also when you feel ready for you to take action and do something in your external world that helps shift things forward. And then from that grief card, the heart chakra card of grief, we move to growth. So that is the opening of our heart. And then from there, we have a mental card of rebirth. So then we start to be able to perceive and feel new. We feel new as it comes to how we approach this and how we entertain our grief and how we allow it to process itself. We start to realize, oh, there's a new version of me here. And then the final card is completion. And that is, if you see that puzzle piece, it's in our third eye. So this is an all-knowing.
Intuitive all-knowing.
Intuitive knowing that I've got this. I understand the grief is there. I will. And now we have a little template and a little pattern how to process it really over and over. It's a rinse and repeat type of a reading because, we don't stop feeling, right? But we can learn how to process, entertain those feelings, and then balance it out with this present moment, full embodiment of what is right now, right here, right now. So yeah,
we can't stop feeling, but we can employ numbing mechanisms to numb our feeling, and that creates inhibited grieving, which contributes to unrelenting crises. And so this is a path out of that, and it's so beautiful. And the card for movement came in twice, actually. It came in as dance celebration, and then it came in as river flow movement. What a critical component to allowing our feelings to flow. Emotion is energy in motion. So this is a beautiful path for how to grieve consciously. It's such an important reading. So thank you. And let's pause to take in all of it and just feel into what we each see for ourselves in the reading. and thereby what your intention is for the week. Offer it up for divine collaboration, and feel free to put it in the comment section as well. And so it is. All right. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful week.